Hey friends, I welcome you all to yet another very exciting, very informative tutorial of Linux commands. Today we are going to study about pages command. So what are actually pages command? Well, pager commands are these commands like more, less, head, tail. Why they are called pages command? Because they help us to split the output into pages and help us to navigate. I mean, imagine life. Suppose you are in a standard root bin directory and there are hell lot of numbers or binaries, right? How can you look at all the output that your long listing gives? So just piping it with more or less, it will help you in looking at all the binaries, navigating through all the binaries. So what actually it does, it splits the output into pages and help you to navigate. There's restriction in navigation, that's why you have these two. Similarly, when you have a large file and you just want to peek into it, so you can use head, and by default head or tail displays 10 lines from the top in the case of head, and in the case of tail it shows 10 lines from the bottom, and you can in fact you can specify any number of lines. Okay, so we'll see that in detail. Okay, so let's understand more or less in more detail. So let's this is how we use. So we just change our directory to bin folder where you have a lot of binaries, and then I do a long listing, and you will see that you are thrown away with too much information and you cannot actually navigate. So using more you can navigate. Okay, how? Similarly you can use less for navigate. The difference between more or less is the way you navigate. I mean, with more, if you press space bar, you can just go downwards, right? You cannot move both sides. But using less, you can navigate both upward and downward. So that is why less is always preferred way and more is hardly used. Okay, so suppose we change our directory to user bin, right? And we do a long listing, and you see and there's a lot of information. We didn't actually saw I scroll away, right? So I can do more, and then you see when I say uh, press spacebar, it just displays you the next page, the next page, the next page, and so on, right? But it can only display you the next page. If you want to go backward to the page, no, you can't do that. Okay, here to rescue this situation you have less. Okay, so you say less, and now you have the first page, then you say second page, then you say third page, then you say fourth page, fifth page, and you can also go to the second page, third page, or the first page, right? So it helps you navigate in the both direction. That's why less is used more. Okay, so let's go back to our tutorial and see what next to learn. Okay, head and tail. So I've already told you what head and tail is. You just want to pick into file, right? And you don't want to open it using the regular editor. So you generally use head or tail command for that. Okay, so let's go back to where we belong, and then I will say clear. Okay, let's see. Okay, so suppose if I have this file called sync.cpp. I just want to see what this file is, what its content is. So I will say head and sync.cpp. So it has printed the top 10 lines of it. So I can also say like I want top 20 lines of it. So it prints top 20. I can say like I want 50 lines of it. I say enter, and it okay, it may not have, just let me clear it. Okay, so I say head hyphen 30 sync.cpp. Okay, it prints the next 30 line. Okay, so similarly you can have tail, and it will print last 30 lines. By default it will print last 10 lines. Okay, and I tell you, I don't use head too often, but tail is very important. Suppose if you want to see the latest running update of a continuous log, which is logging all the information. So you want to see the update in real time. So what you will do, you will say tail hyphen f. It will print the output in real time, and you will say sync.cpp, right? And now it is in real time. If this file is updated, it will show the last updated information for the entire page. So these are very helpful in live debugging system. If I want to debug anything, I say tail hyphen log, and I can actually see what is getting right now. Okay. Okay, so here I end my tutorial for pages command. I hope you like it. Okay, please like the tutorial. You have lots many tutorials that I have already posted on my channel. Please watch them, like, share them, and share your feedback. That will help me to improve. Okay, so signing off. Bye.